everyone to the Lowrider Grind, and today we're going to learn upholstery. I have never done upholstery, but we're going to have fun doing upholstery. What we're going to upholster is this plastic metal piece right here, which is a spacer between the track on the bottom, and it covers up the track just a little bit. This is where it goes right about right here. So as you can see, it really cleans up the track system. Now we're going to go ahead and upholster that. And we're going to cut it off this upholstery right here. So I'm going to move this for right now, and I'm going to come back. We're going to measure, and then we're going to cut, and then we're going to glue it on this particular spacer. I'll be right back. All right, getting to upholstery. First thing we're going to do is measure out how much we need for this particular piece. And what you want to do is you want to make sure you have enough width so you can wrap it. So this one will give us about 8 inches. And then when you're going to wrap this thing, you got to make sure that you wrap it all the way up to the top. All this portion, this piece up here, and the little piece right here. So how you get that dimension is you just roll it down like that. You got about 1 inch here. So you give yourself some inches so you can wrap it on this little piece down here. So all of that, this much, that's that piece, this piece. So we're looking at about 25 and a half. So you mark 25. I'm gonna give myself 26. I can always cut it. Okay, now I got my sheet. Get some scissors and let's cut it. I'm going to cut the long ways first. Now we're going to check it. You have a lip right here. You got to make sure you get the lip, the back piece, the long piece, the top piece, and then this little lip right here. So everything looks to be okay. Let me go ahead and cut this piece. Check it one more time. I have enough to cover this. Enough to cover the long piece. I got this. And cover that piece. And then I have enough to overlap it, to close it. Okay, so this piece is okay. Let me clean out this table and I'll be right back. All right, everybody. Flip this over. Get your piece. Center your piece. Make sure you have enough material on both sides. That's good. over a little bit. That's good. A little short there. Looks good there. Looks good there. Once you have it there, I'm going to take a pencil and I'm going to trace it. I'm going to trace this piece. All the way around. Once I have the piece traced, now I'm trying to get these little edges right here. So I gotta be very careful when I flip it up. Trace up on both sides. You can go all the way to the outside. This little flap right here will fold it over, but we need to take it all the way to the outside. Bring it back, make sure it sits right there, centered. Do the same thing over there. Flip it straight up. Straight out. Okay, now we have the pattern. There's the pattern. Now what we're going to do is give it an inch all the way outside the pattern. That inch is the flap that we're going to fold over. So we need an inch all the way around for the flap so we can glue it on. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Give myself about an inch all the way around that we're going to use as the flap to cover this piece. About an inch should do it. You can trim some more once you get into it, but give yourself about an inch of flap so you can glue it on to the piece. Okay? So nice edge. Okay, and this is how it's going to look. You're going to have this piece here that I'm going to put the squiggly lines into it. That's going to be your overlapping flap that we're going to glue. There it is. You see that 1 inch border? That's your flap. Now what we do now is we make sure we center this because we're going to throw some glue on it. Now here comes the scary part. Is making sure that this edge is clean. It's going to grab with the glue. So, that over there, we're going to use, I don't really know how to gauge the glue or what glue is the best, so I just bought whatever they had at the upholstery shop, and they gave me this thing called Pro Grip contact spray, so that's what I'm going to be using. So I'm not a connoisseur of what glues to use, but that's what they gave me. So now we're going to get ready to spray this so we can lay it on there. And I think it takes about 8 to 10 minutes, they say, to dry, but it's kind of, I got the heaters going. Ooh. Okay, here we go. I'm going to do the big edges first. Do the big edges first, and then I'll tailor it. So, alright, we got that going. Well, that's going to be curing a little bit. I'm going to get the heat gun because there's a little contour in here, and I'm going to need to relax the vinyl a little bit. So let me get the heat gun. Okay, let's see if we can glue this thing on. First, we got to get it real. That looks about right. So, that looks about right. Go ahead and put this panel on. Okay. Now we're going to lay it down. And we're going to put the other back panel in. Okay. Flip it over. Here comes the tricky part. Now we gotta get this lip in there. There's the lip, it's working. We gotta get that lip in there. Now the little hard to work with at first. Gotta soften up the material. Once it gets soft, start working it in. Start working it in. There you go. Make sure all this sticks. All this is looking pretty good. Good. I'm going to go ahead and get the back piece in. Here's the back piece. Get this in. Make sure it sticks. Give it some more heat. Yeah, it's kind of tricky to work with. Like I said, I'm not really sure about the glue types, but sometimes if you go with the glue times they give you, the glue dries faster, you know, what the glue time says, so you just gotta play with this stuff until you figure out what the glue times are. Okay, so now we got that going on. I see it coming apart, I just put more glue in there. It sticks. But it's working. Bring you back in a little bit. Right now I'm just doing the gluing. If I see something that comes off, I just put a little glue in there, put it back in. But it's gonna take a little bit of time. I'll be back in a little bit. If you notice, I cut these little triangles in here because when I overlap it, sometimes when you go like this, they'll overlap each other and they won't get the proper amount of glue. So right here, when I glue them on, you're not going to see this, but they don't overlap, because it goes like this, so you won't see it, but it's glued on correctly. Okay, so that's why you see these little things, so they don't overlap each other and they don't get glued on correctly. That's why I cut these I cut them as I do. Okay, here we are. As you can see, I cut another panel. I cut another triangles all the way through, and I'm going to throw the glue down right now. Then I'm going to fold all these little flaps over. So cut little diamonds, TPs, however you want to call them, and then flip them over. The reason they're cut is because if they were solid, then the flaps will go over the other flap. But since there's space in between, they go over real easy, and they each attach really nice instead of overlapping and not getting enough glue. So I'm going to go ahead and spray glue and close this other side down as well. All right, the glue has been sprayed. This is the last piece I have to do. As you can see, the little triangles, I just got to fold those over. But this is how it's coming out so far. All this stuff you're not going to be able to see because it bolts up to another seat pan, so it'll be all covered up and hidden. This is the most important part right here. It's not looking too bad. I got to cut this off right here. I'm just going to cut around right there, and that's for the adjustment of the seating. But so far it's coming out okay. I just got this last piece to do right here, letting the glue dry a little bit. Then I'll show you how it looks in a few minutes after I get it all done. But there it is, almost done. All right, fellas, here they are. All of them are done, basically all the same way. I cut little diamond shapes, fold them over, put some glue on there, fold them over, you go all around it. Do a pattern, give yourself a 1-inch diameter around it so you can have the overlap flap so you can glue it on. The seats that I have 2 inners, so these will be 2 inners spacers for the seats, and then they'll have the 2 outers. These are the 2 outers that we'll have on the seat covers, below the seats. And this is the finished product. When you take a look at that, this little spacer is going to be hot. And all I did was do diamond cuts all the way around it, put some glue, fold them over, take your time. If you need to use a heat gun, have a heat gun ready. You're going to definitely need some scissors, have those ready to go. You're going to need some adhesive, spray adhesive, get that ready to go. And a little ruler to measure your cuts for your vinyl. And that's about it. But look how pretty she looks. The little spacer really came out great. So I'm not going to do all the upholstery of the seats because that takes a lot more skill. But you can do little projects like these to save yourself a little bit of money. Again, these will go on the outside of the seats, and then on the inside of the seats we'll have these other ones right here. And these are done the same way. As you can see, all the little diamond cuts on them. They're all done the same way, and it's simple, easy, save yourself a little bit of money. These are the spacers that go below your seats, done by me, Lowrider Grind. So have a great day, have fun, and go out there and give it a shot. You never know, you just might be able to do it. If not, well, we can always pay the guys to do it. But always have fun learning new ideas, new things when you're working on your car. You can't go wrong, it doesn't cost very much. And the wealth of knowledge that you'll gain by doing a little bit of upholstery, it'll help you on the long run. All right, this is the Lowrider Grind, Joseph signing out. See you on my next episode. Have fun and low ride every day. All right, Lowrider Grind fans, a little tip. When you're doing a bit of some upholstery work, you're going to get some glue on you and maybe on your product. So what you do is you just grab a little prep-all, which removes grease, put a little bit on here, and then you grab your rag with a little bit of grease remover, and you clean all of the grease, I mean not the grease, but the glue, because you will get some glue on there. Just clean all the glue off. It'll come off pretty good, pretty easy. Then you can take some of that glue off. You will get glue on your fingers. You're working with all this glue. And just clean up your fingers with some of this prep-all, and that'll leave your items nice and clean, free from glue, as well as your fingertips. So I hope that's a good tip. I use Prep All, but you can use any type of solvent that won't harm the product, your vinyls. So hope this little tip helps you on the future when you're wrapping all this stuff up here. So I'll see you next time. Lower the grind, signing out. Have a good day.